What do you think about Conor McGregor running for president?
Well, he attacked me online.
Oh,
You did?
what?
Yeah.
Come
I
on,
got
what
like
happened?
such bad death threats because of it. The original Irish were like really, really dark skinned.
Why don't people want the American citizenship anymore?
You know the answer to that.
What are some things about Ireland that people don't really know about?
We've really weird like pagan medicine that we still use. So when I was a kid, I had warts on my hand. So then my dad was like, "Oh no, we'll bring you to the wart lady."
I do exorcisms in my office.
There's
Interesting.
apparently one where they lick a newt and it gets rid of your burns.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
Halloween came from Ireland, which the Scottish will fight me on for some reason.
Irish people are the best bartenders. Why is that?
I think because we can get away with a lot because of the accent, so you can
Okay.
roast and people are just like,
Yeah,
"Ha ha ha,
right,
you
right,
called
right,
me."
Okay, welcome to Close the Door Behind You with special guest Katie Boyle. As always, I'm Doc Jud, and we have ChrisTos in effect. How you doing? Who did you just see, ChrisTos?
David Lee Roth. You know who that is?
I do now, but I
Yeah.
didn't when the story originally started.
Oh, really? Van Halen. You've heard of Van Halen.
Yeah, he's the guy who like kills people from the dead.
Not
he-
Van Helsing.
No,
Van Halen.
then no, but I'm glad.
Panama. No?
No.
Might as well jump.
Hot for
Might
Teacher.
as well jump.
Yeah.
Oh, I do
Uh,
know that song.
Yeah, might
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, what else?
Hot for Teacher.
No.
You're too young, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think
But then
so.
again, you're probably the same age,
What age
right?
are you?
32.
Yeah, I'm older than you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You wear it
35.
well. Good
Thank
for you.
you.
Yeah. Holy
So-
shit. But yeah, he's legendary.
So what happened?
So I'm over there, right? And I'm like, I lower my window because I'm at like the stoplight, and I'm like, it's David Lee Roth, and I'm thinking like he's not gonna want to talk to me for like more than 2 seconds, right? He starts getting like excited that I recognized him, and I'm like, you're excited that I recognize you? You're a fucking legend, dude. Like he's one of the top greatest rock metal singers of all time.
Do you want to hear something even more legendary than that?
Yeah.
Did you know that he became an EMT in New York City? He was literally like, he rode in the ambulances. So I was an emergency physician here, and literally one day he showed up with a patient, and we were like, that's David Lee. Somebody's like, dude, that's David. I'm like, there's no way that's David Lee Roth. And it turned out, I didn't even say anything to him, but it was David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
That's like, like his parents were probably really like fun and they were like, you can do whatever you want. And then he got this amazing musician career and he's like, I always just wanted to work at the hospital. So then he goes back later in life to
Hell
his
yeah.
real dream.
No,
I
that's
love
awesome.
Blood Gus. So what about you? Have you seen any interesting people, any famous people that you've met on the street since you've lived this 11th year in New York City, Katie Boyle?
No, I'm really bad. I don't recognize people. But like even some of my favorite musicians, I just know their songs. I wouldn't know what the people look like because I listen. I
Who's
don't
like the
watch
most
them.
famous person in Ireland? Would it be Bono?
I'm trying.
Who
Oh,
knows?
Killian Murphy is probably the most famous.
That's good.
Who's
right?
Cillian
Because
Murphy?
he's the guy who was in Oppenheimer.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I feel like everybody they're really famous. Well, he's most famous and most respected. Like people like him, and they're really famous when the Brits try to like own
Claim
them,
him?
claim them. Yes,
Ah.
yes. So they'll be
Oh.
like, "Oh, Killian Murphy," but they'll be like, "Oh, Cillian Murphy." I'm like, you can't even pronounce his name right.
What's the right way? Cillian?
No, Killian.
Killian.
Yeah. But there's loads of famous Irish people, but yeah, I don't think Bono's the most famous, right?
No, wow. Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah, classic.
Mm.
Who else is somebody that we recognize from Ireland? That's it.
I am jealous of Cillian Murphy, not because of his talent or his skill. I would love to have that too, but I don't necessarily want to be an actor, so it doesn't matter. But you know what? The way people do all these funny memes about how he's so like does not care, he's so disinterested in interviews, and
Yeah.
he's just so cold, and it's so funny. If a woman was behaving like that in interviews, they'd be like, "What a fucking bitch!" And I'm
Really?
like, yes, a woman could never.
What about
be like,
Aubrey
"Ugh."
Plaza?
I mean, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they like her for that.
Yeah, but she's like comedic with it.
It's-
She makes
Yeah.
it funny.
Whereas
He's not
he
making it
looks
funny.
like he really just does not want to be. He's like
Yeah.
bordering on rude. Some
Yeah.
people are like, a breath of fresh air. Then Anna Hathaway did it once, and everybody's like, die. But anyway, that's my only thing. But
That's fair. So you want to be that, like when you go on the circuits and you
yeah.
just want to be cold.
No, I want to be nice to people. I'm like, I'd be interested. I'd be like, they'll be like, oh, so you're British? And I'm like, no, sorry, I'm actually from Ireland. Where he's like, I'm from Ireland.
Hell yeah. So actually, could you tell us a little bit about what you're doing now, where you're at in your career, and what things are happening for you?
Yeah, sure. I'm over 10 years into comedy. Started in the States doing Gramercy 19th of December. So if you live in New
Nice.
York, come to that. And yeah, I have 2 specials out. I'm on my 3rd show, which is already too long. It's like an hour and a half. It's like super long because it's a show all about like reconnecting with a childhood crush. We just got engaged. That's fun. It works
Wow,
out.
congratulations.
Yeah, sometimes you need to go back over the old Facebook
Is he
photos.
American or is he Irish?
No, he lives in Ireland, so we do long distance.
Wow.
So do you go? Oh man, so he didn't get the citizenship.
I got it because I've been here 11 years.
Oh,
But he doesn't. People don't really want American citizenship anymore, so he doesn't. He's not like, yeah, I'll move over there and get that, and not have a job because he's a climate scientist.
why doesn't
So-
why don't people want the American citizenship anymore?
Oh, you know the answer to that.
Let's get controversial. What? Because
I mean, I think if you like, I live in America. I love America. I love the people here, the people
Yeah.
I've met, specifically in New York.
Right.
But why, if you lived in Ireland and you have like a good career there and you have affordable healthcare and you have your own house or apartment, it wouldn't make sense to move over here.
it's expensive.
Yeah, like, and you don't have healthcare. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be bragging to him like, oh my God, my credit card points got me this, and I love this, and he's like, yeah, but like, I can just go to the doctor, Katie. So I'm definitely sucked into the whole world here, but I can see why people. It's more like a young person who wants to move over here because
Right.
you're like, I'll live my dreams, but like, he's like, yeah, I'd make double the money over there, maybe. But
And it costs 4 times as much.
yeah, and I guess his job probably isn't necessarily. It's has more of a future in Ireland, and he's like, yeah, and he gets to like live happily and like turn off the laptop at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
I've had so many Irish friends who work in like corporate worlds come over here and be so burnt out in the couple of years, and they end up moving to England, which is like, a
That's
bit
really
mental.
tough, right?
No, England's like pub culture, so 5 o'clock,
Oh.
laptops out, they're out
Oh.
at the bars.
Hmm.
But it's and in Ireland you get way more holidays. Like here, this whole just you'll make it one day, but by the time people make it, they're dead at 60.
Yeah.
But like, I'm here. I love it. I've traded.
What do you like about it?
I love comedy. I can like you can make good money here. Like you can't make the money unless you're like famous at home.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not the same, and it's more. I feel like it's easier to understand here. Like, okay, I'll go perform for a weekend, get 80% of the door after their expenses. That's all fine. Sometimes there might be like, there's been a lot of times where like the check hasn't been right, but I've like followed up on it. I make sure I check, I count the tickets. But then like I go to like Europe and there's like this promoter fee or this other thing, or you know what I mean? It's a little more confusing. And then the cities are like, if in Ireland, if I were to do Dublin versus Chicago has more people than the whole of Ireland. So for like
Right.
comedians over there, they can't just live off stand up.
Right.
Whereas here we can fly around and live off it, and there's so many people. Like it doesn't really matter what you are politically or what you are, you'll find your people. So that I love. There is like a good,
That's awesome. So you're doing so many shows that you're able to like support yourself through comedy. Like how many shows are you doing a week, you think? How many spots?
I live off it through doing like weekend shows. I wouldn't live off
Okay.
it through doing spots.
What do you do during the week?
So if I go like on quote unquote tour or whatever, then it's just like going away for a weekend
Okay.
and doing like if you do, like I was just in Toronto for the weekend, so I did 4 shows, and
Cool.
I came from Ireland where I did 1 big show, and yeah, so it's just kind of like that, like booking your cities, but getting as many shows in the weekend, or else doing a one nighter in a bigger room if you can.
Where's like the coolest place that you've ever done comedy outside of the United States?
Rotterdam was pretty cool.
Rotterdam.
Yeah, that's where I reconnected with my fiance actually.
Wow.
Yeah, he was in the audience.
Wow.
And did he plan to see you, or he just is?
Yeah, he was visiting a sister, and they saw I was doing a show, and we hadn't spoken in like 12 years or
No
something.
way.
Bare like random DMs where I don't know, he said he was flirting, but I didn't take it as flirting. I just thought he was being mean to me randomly.
He's like, how are you?
No, I put up a bikini picture, and I had really long hair at the time, and he said
Yeah.
that I randomly just messaged on it, you look like a sexy version of The Ring. I was like, why is this guy being
You're
mean to
telling me
me
that's
from my
not a good
childhood?
pickup line?
And I mean, it is in Ireland. I think I'd been out of Ireland for solid because we roast for flirting, but I
Yeah.
had been like dealing with American men where they're like, "Oh my God, you're beautiful." Whereas in Ireland, if you said that to an Irish woman, she'd be like, "Why the fuck are you lying to me?" Like what? So yeah, but he was visiting his sister, and so they came to the show.
Wow.
And then when I was asking if there was any Irish people, I couldn't see, obviously,
Right.
from the back row where they were obviously sitting. All the Irish always sit in the back rows. But yeah, he was just like, they were like, yeah, we're from Kildare, we're from Leeslip, which is where I'm from, which is a small town. And then I was like, wait, that's crazy. And they were like, oh, we know you. And then he shouted up his name. And then to the audience, I was like, oh my God, is there anybody else here who I used to kiss in my teens? It was the craziest experience. But yeah, and then after that, we just hung out that night and he changed his flights and stayed longer. It was crazy. It was the first time I was like, TikTok is right. If they wanted to, they would, you know?
Yeah.
And then, and then we just did long distance since.
Cool.
And got engaged a year later. I did the Rotterdam show and went to Amsterdam and he proposed there. So
Wow.
All right,
So-
so that would constitute the best probably show that you've had.
So how is that going to work though when you get officially married? Are you going to stay there half time or?
I'm gonna stay there half time and divide it because I love my apartment. I want to keep my apartment forever.
Here
Here
in
in New York
Manhattan.
City? Or in
yeah,
Ireland?
in
In
Manhattan.
NYC.
I love
In
it.
Harlem.
No, don't tell people that.
Okay. The Bronx. She lives in the Bronx.
You'd be surprised. I've had some really crazy. One guy made up that I was in a relationship with him for 3 months and was telling people, like Irish American women, to like woo them. And then some Irish American woman came to a show to tell me. She was like, this is crazy. So like he would check if they were following me. And then this is like insanity. So
What?
I know. So, and he knows where I live, so he might kill me.
Yeah, there's a little bit of
Um,
mental illness here in New York City.
oh no, everywhere. But no, so my plan is to do, because my busiest months is like obviously March, of course. I'll be tokenized, I don't care. March, April, May, and then October, November, December. So do those in the States and then do the
Right.
summer that I did last summer in Ireland and Europe, and I'll do this summer. So yeah, so that's the plan.
Cool.
And he's fine with that. He's kind of introverted anyway, so I think he's kind of happy when I go away for a little bit because
Does
I'm
he-
not. I'm like, let's go out, and he's
Does
like,
he like Pokemon?
I think he did when we were kids. Yeah.
Yeah?
So she actually has a special surprise for you. She wanted to show you her earrings.
Oh my God! Yes, so
Pikachu.
fitting. Do you know
I
we're
was-
gonna open Pokemon cards?
He
here?
told me, so then I went and put on my earrings on because I was gonna wear them at the tape-in later.
Oh hell yeah, good.
I
like
love Pokemon.
dog
No,
whistle.
dog whistle.
Yeah,
Like what a dog whistle?
it's gonna be a taping, right? Of Don't Tell.
Oh yeah, what's a dog whistle?
So a dog whistle is like basically like some little thing that you shout out or whatever for the people that know.
Oh.
They know, right? And then they'll like stick to that. So like sometimes people will have like coded dog whistles, but you're wearing like the earrings, right? So
But it's
and the
silent.
taping.
It's
What's-
like you don't say it out loud, but the people who know.
Because
yeah.
I just learned that term recently. I heard it when people were talking about the woman with the jeans, and they were like, "Oh, this is a dog whistle for racism." So then I automatically thought dog whistle just meant code for being racist.
No.
Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah.
were like, I thought you were being like, you're being racist, and I was like, we can't wear Pikachu.
yeah,
I was like,
Pikachu.
well, then I've been racist on so many
Yeah.
clips.
Don't you know Pikachu is a symbol of white supremacy?
Don't you know, it would be so, that would be so funny. That would be so silly.
Right, the KKK just like
Yeah,
takes him
they
on
would
as a
just,
mascot.
Like, not even. They would lose.
yeah. But no, it's great because then people will see it and they'll be like, yo, she fucking gets it, dude.
Yeah, it was either that or mummy earrings.
Mommy.
Mummy? Like,
Mummies?
woo.
Oh,
Yeah,
a
had some
mummy.
spooky
Ah,
ones.
yeah. I
Halloween
think this
style.
was the right choice.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, my dad said I was obsessed with Pokemon when I was smaller, so I read the books, which was really just comic books. But anyway,
Mhm.
watched the show, had all the cards. But my dad said when I was really small, when I wasn't even really talking, I would just running in the street. I also had ADHD, but no one cared. You know, they were just like, "Oh, she's mental." But I would just run up to people and be like, Pikachu! So then he like bought me a shirt when I was older, like as a joke, like a Pikachu shirt. And I was like, no, I love this. This is great. So now I have a couple of Pikachu shirts and I've got
Oh,
the
cool.
earrings. And
That's awesome.
So we're actually sponsored by Japanese Pikachu, and ChrisTos has to
Pokemon.
do Japanese Pokemon. So he's going to do his basically salutation to the company.
こんばんは。日本のポケモン、どうもありがとうございました。ケイティ・ボイルのオープンのポケモンパック、行きましょ
this now feels like a dog whistle.
う。Here you go.
Are you actually speaking Japanese?
Yeah, that was Japanese.
Wow. This is so cool.
Yeah, you're gonna open it up.
Ah, you know, I'm opening up now.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. I've never opened up presents in front of people. Well, I guess I have. That's a lie.
I think that's an American thing, right? Opening presents.
Usually you
up.
go, oh, thank you so much. I can't wait to open it later.
Yeah. And then you open it and you're like, cheap fuck.
No, never. Wow. I don't understand any of the letters, but I like the pictures. Oh my god, there's a Pokemon drink, energy drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they should
Pretty
send us some of those.
useless.
Because we drink a lot of these. Maybe
Any
they'll send
shiny?
some of those.
No, shiny.
No, shiny.
bummer.
Sad. Do you
Oh,
want to
well.
open another one?
No.
Are you sure?
No. I'm
Okay.
happy with. I like my cards.
All right, good. Keep your cards.
My dad used to always get them for me because my parents were divorced, and so he'd get me on Tuesdays, and he'd get me a new thing of cards every Tuesday.
Ooh, buying your love.
I know. No, it was nice.
Did they
Yeah.
compete against each other? Like who could do the better stuff for you or get you the better stuff?
No, my mother didn't like me.
Oh my god.
Which is the basis of why you're a comedian.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't talk. We haven't talked in 18 years, and it's funny.
Oh.
There's only no. It's not sad. Honestly, it's the best thing I ever did. And it's the best thing she did was not reaching out to me. So it was actually the only motherly thing she ever did. But when I left, I just like left the house, and I didn't take like there's two things I think about because I don't have anything from my childhood. But it's the Pokemon cards because I had them all in like a folder with all the shiny ones and a harmonica. But I would like the harmonica because I feel like people don't really know how to play the harmonica. You're just humming it, and then it makes it seem like you can play a musician.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
I bought one for that reason.
Right.
Yeah.
I had one like it was like my grandfather's, so I know. But if anyone is listening, you can send me a harmonica since you now know I live in Harlem. Just see one.
Address to Katie Boyle,
Harlem.
It'll find you.
I
That's
walked
great.
out of my house and there was a cop outside, and I just was looking at them because they looked like serious cops. Not like there's always like wearing the regular uniform, but they had like the vest on but with regular clothes.
Ice?
No, it's definitely a cop, but like maybe a detective. And then he pointed at me, and I was like, "Fuck!" And he was like, "You're that comedian," and I go, "Don't arrest me." But then he didn't laugh,
What?
and then he just was like, took out his phone and then was showing something to his friend. So I don't know if he was like showing or was
He's not
like
allowed
separate.
to show weakness in the field.
And then they
especially in
walked
Harlem.
away, and I was like, "Oh my god, that was really
Wow,
weird."
that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
He
yeah.
He's
recognizes.
probably upset about it because he was a fan and he wanted to talk to you, but he couldn't. He had to maintain
To
professionalism.
be cop, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to stay tough up there in Harlem.
So do
But
you,
Harlem's really nice these days. There's like a Whole Foods on 125th Street. It's super gentrified, no?
Well, I mean, I'm there.
Your address again?
I think they would claim me as a gentrifier, but I will say you can't because I'm from Ireland and the Irish were there originally, and then they got booted. They were firstly in Chelsea, got booted out. Then they were in Hell's Kitchen, got booted out, and then they were in Harlem, got booted out, and then they went to Woodlawn, so they're on Woodlawn. But I'm going back to our roots.
nice.
Now they're
Yeah.
in Spring Lake, New Jersey.
Are they?
Yeah. It's
There's
like
a
the
lot
most
in
beautiful
Woodside, New York
Woodside
too.
as
yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
like a lot of good Irish pubs if you
Yeah, because the Irish were like they've been there a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
it's
were
true.
They built the
Town.
city.
They built all the
Yeah.
skyscrapers.
Well, sometimes when I walk around that neighborhood in Woodside, you know, like I get mad when I see like other white people come in because I was like one of the first to like go over there. And then one time I like looked at this lady and I was like, "Yeah, I can't believe you're fucking coming in here ruining this neighborhood." She starts belting out a full on Irish accent, and I was like, "No, she was here first."
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, I
cool.
saw some black guy on TikTok. He was like complaining about white people coming into the Bronx, and he goes, "When I say this, I'm not talking about the Irish or Italians. You know what type of white I'm talking
Yeah,
about."
exactly.
He's like the ones who are like they're playing their music loud, but my building is like. There's a lot of Irish people in it. I've heard the accents, but we've never like met each other. But I've heard the accents on the stairs.
You
and
sure they're not ghosts?
You could be the voices in my head. Could be the mental illness.
So what are some things about Ireland that people don't really know about that are like you know, like everyone's like, oh, it rains all the time, it's like super green, but like, you know, some things that, you know, they ask you and you're like, well, did you even know that X, Y, and Z is a thing?
I think we still have like a lot of pagan traditions that we just still randomly do. So I actually just posted a clip about this day, but I forgot about it when I was on stage a couple of nights ago. I don't know how I like thought about it again, but we've really weird like pagan medicine that we still use. So when I was a kid, I had warts on my hand, and they had tried the freezing thing and it didn't work. So then my dad was like, "Oh no, we'll bring you to the wart lady." And then you just give your name, your full name on a piece of paper. You're not meant to give her anything, but you just like leave money as a thank you. And this is when we had like Irish money, so it was like weird nun-looking £5.
Right.
And they like say a cure, and the warts went away. And
No
I
way.
never had warts on my hand. again.
We do exorcisms. I do exorcisms in my office. Like
I don't know how
I
you got
chase-
to there.
Yeah, that's different, dude. She's talking about like,
Like,
a
this is-
spiritual.
They have cures that they pass down to families, but you know, they're
Ah.
like Irish families would have been so big. So if you had like the seven sister of a the seventh daughter of a seventh daughter would have this cure.
Ah.
So if you're like the seventh daughter, you'd get passed, and then if you have seven,
and it's
kids.
a secret. Like they pass you the kids, you're like, you're the wart girl.
yeah.
And then so
There's
interesting.
apparently one where they lick a newt and it gets rid of your burns.
Lick a newt.
like,
That's like a
third
lizard?
degree burns.
No, definitely doesn't work.
Yeah.
I don't think the newt one. I don't know. Touch it. I'll tell you, but you could go try it. But loads of things like that. But you give
Wow.
exorcisms?
Yeah, we like chase the devils out of people in my office.
What's
You
your
know.
office?
Well, we do pain management mostly, but if somebody comes in with a wart, we definitely have to do an exorcism.
Yeah, he's doing a bit.
He's doing a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
So hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I don't get it.
Do you need? That happens a lot to
I'm
me.
like, yeah, okay, you do exorcisms.
Yeah, good for you.
yeah, yeah, you know.
So, do you need any medical advice? She's like, now I don't really think I want any advice.
I mean, if there's any ghosts in me, leave them. We've been doing well. Medical advice, fuck. God damn it.
She's like, I don't even believe you're a real doctor anymore.
He's got the lab coat on.
Nor do most people.
I don't know what type of medical do you do?
So I'm an emergency physician.
Emergent. Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. You said about with the guy. Fuck. I feel like I should have loads.
David Lee Roth.
Well, I don't know. God.
Is there anything ailing you that you are just like pushing off going to the doctor for?
No, I love my doctor. I go to Flushing for my doctor. They're all Chinese and they're like the best.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
everybody speaks Chinese and I'm the only one that they have to speak English to. But they're like so nice and so thorough. It was like the first time I got like my ears checked. She was like, "You've 100% hearing, but I don't hear people." But I think that's the ADHD. Yeah, maybe tell me about ADHD. Wait, someone diagnosed. You don't know that. That's a different doctor, right?
No, he might know.
Because someone from
I know a little bit of everything.
the audience told me I have OCD.
Okay.
But I thought it was ADHD.
It's kind of it's on the spectrum of it, right? So like ADHD is like attention deficit. The other one is obsessive compulsive.
I definitely
disorder.
have the ADHD one, but the OCD as well. Could that? I have intrusive thoughts. I know they're not me, but they're crazy.
Do you have to do like rituals and stuff like
Yeah,
that? Like when
if I don't find wood, and even though I'm not like I'm a lapsed Catholic, but if I don't find wood, I have to kiss my cross. every
Yes, I do
time.
the same thing.
Do
Yeah, yeah,
you?
yeah. Literally, I just like pull it out, or I have a.
Either hold it or kiss it. Oh, you
Yeah,
kiss it
I
as
kiss
well.
it, yeah,
And then
I
that's
kiss it.
like, okay, well,
Oh,
that's
instead of knocking on wood,
yes.
you kiss the
Yeah,
cross.
yeah,
So
if
it's
there's
like a
no
way to get
wood
rid of the-
around,
Yeah.
My
right?
parents
Yeah.
used
Oh my
Yeah.
God! What
Yeah.
are you Irish or Italian?
I'm Greek.
Whoa.
Yeah, Greek Orthodox. So, and then I have like a tattoo of the Virgin Mary.
Oh, I love the
See-
Virgin Mary. She's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, she's the best. So if I'm not wearing my cross by chance or whatever, or I can't like grab it and kiss it, I'll do,
Oh,
one
I
of
should get a
those.
tattoo of the Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
I love her.
It's
So
a
do we
good
have
idea.
OCD or we just?
I don't know, but I'm definitely going to charge you, and I'm going to write you a prescription for something. I just don't know what it is yet.
I never want to take drugs though.
Well, then I'm not going to be your doctor because
He loves
No,
prescribing drugs.
I actually don't. Well, so these days I don't prescribe drugs. I just do injections.
Wow.
Yeah. So I do like pain management. So like if you hurt like your shoulder or something like that or your neck, I'll put medication exactly in those areas. So
Yeah. My posture is very bad. I did get like but I've been doing Pilates, so I'm trying to work on it.
okay.
But I did get a biopsy on my throat because I had a lump on my thyroid. But they said it's like they did like some genetic testing. There's very low chance of it being cancer, so it just needs to be
It
monitored.
happens all the time.
That's
Like a lot of
mad.
times we'll do like an MRI of somebody's neck, and we're always seeing stuff pop up in their thyroid. But we have to like scare the people because if there's like the 1% chance that it is
Yeah.
cancer, and we don't tell them, then we're liable for it.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you have to be like, hey, listen, you're gonna need to, and they're like, what? I have cancer? Like, no, I'm not saying you have cancer, but you're gonna need to go to your primary care doctor, and they're gonna need to probably biopsy that thing.
And what about like people get like tumors and stuff, but they can just live with them. I didn't know that.
Depends what kind, right? So
Yeah.
there's benign tumors, and then there's metastatic or malignant tumors. So benign meaning it's just like something that just grows there and grows.
And you
then,
can just live with that.
yeah, I mean, you could, unless it's like space occupying, like a basal cell carcinoma that's like keeps growing, you want to cut that off. But The kinds that are malignant, that means that it would grow to a point where part of it will release itself, jump into your bloodstream or your lymphatic system, and go somewhere else and start growing. And that's the kind that you don't want.
Whoa, I didn't know
Yeah.
they could fucking hop in your blood like it's the subway.
Well, that's what kills you with cancer. Yeah,
Jesus.
metastasis.
This is scary.
It is scary.
My
Cancer's
knee
really
hurts
scary.
sometime, actually.
You probably don't have cancer, but I can help you with that.
Stiff sometimes.
What, like when you like sit
clicky,
down?
Yeah, or,
clicky.
yeah.
Maybe a little osteoarthritis. Maybe like as we get older, like we get a little bit looser and stuff.
There's
and
only
then-
one knee. Why one knee? Maybe because I use this one more, the right knee.
Or you may have like injured it at some point, like when you were
Oh.
younger, you may have like twisted it the wrong way,
Yeah.
and therefore there's a little bit more laxity in the ligaments or in the cartilage inside, and then that one clicks a
Wow.
little bit more. Do you run?
No.
No,
No, I
just
hate running.
Pilates.
Yeah. But
Do you diet? I mean, you look like you're in good shape.
no, I don't diet.
You don't diet, you eat whatever you want, and you just do Pilates.
Yeah, but I don't really like a lot of food. Like I like
That'll do it.
yeah, like I have a weird like sensory thing with certain foods. So like I eat a lot of bread. I probably eat like 6 slices of bread a day, but then I try to put the good stuff in the bread so I can eat it. Like
Wow. So you not only you don't work out, you don't
I'm doing
diet,
Pilates now.
and you
I've
eat
done
and
6
you eat
classes.
bread,
There you
and you
go.
look like this. Wow, it's pretty. You got good
for you.
genes.
Yeah,
Good
you
for
got-
you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
If
yeah.
I were to do that or he was to do that, we'd be like
Yeah.
even fatter.
Yeah, I eat 1 slice of bread, I gain a pound.
Really,
the
but you
next
probably
day.
like also drink a lot of beer. Like I don't eat
I
any
don't drink
sweets.
beer.
Really?
Yeah, no. I'm
Yeah, I
just-
think genes is a big thing. Like my dad
Mm.
looks so young. He looks so young. He's like super healthy. All my brothers and sisters, they all do sports. I just, but anyway, Pilates is. But already from just doing 6 weeks of Pilates, I already saw like that my muscles were more toned.
Cool.
My arse looked bigger.
Whoa, there
Wow.
you go.
I'm
You
gonna
got a
get
big booty from
fat
Pilates?
arse.
Yeah, that's not from bread. That's
No,
from
I've been eating
Pilates.
bread for years, and it was like
Wow.
and I'm noticing now.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Dial up the classes, huh?
Yeah, my
Fuck yeah.
fiance was like, "Well, okay," but he's big into exercise, so
Okay.
that's why I'm doing it.
What
a
does
little
he
more.
play? What does he play sports too?
No, he's a runner. He's done
Mm.
16 marathons.
Wow,
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
marathon. I love your accent.
Thanks.
Marathon, trote, marathon. Those are really interesting ways to pronounce things. I got another. I'm very small part Irish. I'm an Orion.
Ooh, everybody's a
tell?
little bit Irish
Can you
because
tell this? Does
they're.
this look Irish?
Yeah, I mean,
Like the furthest thing from?
no, well, my dad, you don't look too far. Like my dad's really dark skin,
Mm,
and he's got brown eyes
interesting.
and dark hair. He has similar hair. Like there's a lot of Irish that are quite sallow.
Mm,
They used to say it was because of the Spanish Armada when they came in and
right,
like
right. They came into
assaulted
a lot
everybody.
of raping. Yeah.
But I don't know if that's true because the original Irish the original hunter-gatherers who came to Ireland were from like the Middle East, Indo-European. So I'm sure they were obviously like the original Irish were like really, really dark-skinned,
Mm,
or the original people who came to Ireland. So I'm sure,
possibly.
this idea that we're all freckly and pale, it's not even.
It doesn't apply. It's not real.
I've seen a lot of jet black hair Irish people.
There's a lot of
Hmm.
jet black, and so it's kind of like a bit of everything. I think it's because it's the highest percentage of redheads.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah, I think it, and then maybe Scotland, but it's like 10% of redheads, which apparently is like way more than anywhere else.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, on our podcast, it's time for something called the lightning round.
Dun dun dun.
So, on the lightning round, we ask the same questions to our guests. I'm going to start it off, Katie Boyle. So, Katie, you find yourself in an unfortunate situation. You get arrested, and they take you to jail. Here in the United States, you get one phone call. So, who is that one phone call to?
My dad.
In Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he could coordinate like a legal defense for you from there.
Yeah, defo. He'd organize the troops. Yeah, because we've like loads of distant cousins here. And one of them used to be a lawyer,
Mhm.
and she also like worked for the FBI or something. And like
That's a resourceful person.
yeah. So he'd get all the troops, and then I have other friends that work in like community. One
Cool.
friend who works like for fighting for immigrant rights and stuff.
Alright.
So he'd know all of them. So he'd be
Nice.
able to rally. Yeah.
All right. What do you think that you would get arrested for if you ever got arrested for anything?
I really don't think anything. I'm so scared of being arrested. I have nightmares about it. You'd swear the way I'm so afraid of being arrested, I've done like serious crimes. When I was coming back into the US, I was like terrified they'd go through my Instagram and be like, you posted about Palestine, prison time. Like, honestly, I like archived a picture of my cat with a like a cat keffiyeh on because I was afraid, which is like silly. That's silly activism. But I was like, they're definitely gonna throw me in prison.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be that. Maybe I'll say something pro Palestine and they'll get me.
Yeah, I'd throw you in jail for that. What's yours?
All right. So what do you think happens to you when you die?
I think your energy just goes somewhere or something. I don't really know. I like to not presume it does. I think we should all stop as a people presuming that we know what happens when we die, because then we don't treat this as like precious. Like this is the one time. It's nice when like you know someone who dies, you don't want to think that they're not anywhere. But for us, I think people will be better if we were like, okay, we only live once, so we should treat life like the fact that we just kill people. Like, you know, all of our governments have like just killed people. Like, that's crazy. They don't exist anymore. So I like to think that there's nothing afterwards and just be good and enjoy. Yeah.
Cool. So what's your favorite food?
Bread.
Which type of bread is there?
Sourdough.
Sourdough. Oh, I do love a good sourdough bread.
Mayo and hot sauce and goat's cheese
Ooh.
and pesto and
What
tomatoes.
kind of hot sauce do you like?
I like all of them. Right now I'm eating this one from Cork in Ireland, which is, I don't know, it's just kind of like fruity hot sauce.
Okay,
Ooh.
cool.
Yeah, I
Do you
love
like the berry kind of hot sauce sort of vibe, or mango?
like
Which kind?
mango, yeah, or berry. Yeah, I've had a
Yeah.
good berry one before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Or even just the wings hot sauce. Classic.
Yeah,
That's good
like
stuff.
a buffalo sauce.
buffalo.
Yeah.
Nice.
There was this place in North Carolina I would go to a lot that had like a strawberry buffalo sauce, and it was awesome.
Yeah,
Diarrhea
that
for
sounds
days
so
though.
good. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, do I have IBS or do I just eat stuff that's not for my ethnicity?
Are you a
Bread and
fan
hot
of
sauce.
pizza?
Yeah, but I don't eat it over here. I eat it at home.
I don't eat it
I
in
wouldn't-
the
no,
capital
I don't
of
eat- yeah.
pizza.
I
Yeah, I
know.
don't eat it in New York
Well,
City.
when I first came over, you'd get free slices at shows. Like we were working this hostel show, and you get all these free slices, and I put on loads of weight, and then I think I gave myself a bit of an intolerance to dairy, so I limit my dairy intake in the States.
The Luigi Mangione hostel where they do the shows.
No, this was one in Chelsea. My friend
Ah.
Tori Piskin she got it. I don't know if you know her. This was like 10 years ago, and we would just bomb our arses off in front of people who couldn't speak English. They were like French people, like, oh, they were just watching it like for pain porn. Or
What are the
something.
Yeah.
crowds like in Europe? Are they like? Is it like German and French? Just like, man, they're like pouting, or are they? Really fun? Irish people are fun, right?
Yeah, Irish people are really fun. Irish people are like, I feel like they're less like white audiences over here. I've done a couple of shows that were like mainly Latin or Black audiences, and they reminded me of Irish audiences.
Okay.
Like just really into it. If they love it, they're like having a great time, but they will interact.
Right.
But it's not. It doesn't feel like a heckle. They're just like I was in Dublin, and they were like still having a great time, but sometimes they would shout something up, but it wasn't.
Right.
They were just like
Interacting.
what do you mean? Or dump that guy,
Oh,
or
that's cool.
no, why did you date that guy? You know, like, but it's like a fun. They're not trying to be mean.
Have you
Right.
ever performed in like Germany and it's like, or any country in particular where you're like, oh my god, this crowd is rough?
No, and I did France, and I thought this was like forever ago. This was before the pandemic, and I was so nervous, and they were great. And
Wow.
because everybody speaks English, so they didn't hold up any French stereotype of like they paid to be there. They were having a good time. So
Do they speak English to you? Because I went to France and they were like, well, whatever you say, like no hablo español, like whatever that is in French is basically what they were doing to me. They're like, no,
That's because of your face.
probably.
How do you spell je ne parle un English?
I think that's what they
Anglais.
said. But it's funny, they
Um,
would speak to me in Spanish. I'd be like, okay, tu hablas español? And they're like, yeah, okay, we'll speak Spanish. And I was like, okay, whatever.
And
Is
you
what
you speak fluent Spanish?
Mhm.
And
Sí, claro que sí.
where is that? What part of that is of
Of
yours?
me?
Yeah.
Just my interest in Latin women.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Passionate
So,
women.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
love Latin girlies.
No, well, it's funny. So I grew up in the States. You get offered two languages. You either get offered Spanish or French. And I grew up surfing. I want to be a pro surfer. And so there's a lot of countries within the world have really good waves that are Spanish-speaking countries. So that's kind of where that derives from. And then I went to medical school, and I became an emergency physician. In every emergency room all over the country, there's always people that spoke Spanish. So I got a lot of practice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
so cool.
Donde le duele?
Next question.
Yes.
What is one topic or like subject matter that you have a lot of knowledge of that a lot of people wouldn't expect you to have?
I guess history in general. For some reason, guys don't expect women to know history. You know, and then I remember talking to this guy just about some Irish history that was relevant to today in the news and why Irish people are the way they are. And I had all the like history and facts, and he was like, "Wow, I've never known a girl who knew history." And I was like, this is so offensive.
This is an American guy, right?
Oh, he was actually from Greece.
Whoa.
Yeah, but he was
fuck,
living
that
in
makes
Canada.
sense.
He was living in Canada. Yeah.
We're pretty misogynistic.
Because I find like sometimes I'll share things and it'll be political. It could be about anything. It could be even about abortion or whatever. But people will just automatically reply like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm like, you don't think I read books? Like,
Yeah.
why is the presumption that I don't read or that I just came up with this opinion out of my fucking arse? Like, that's so... I constantly feel like, even in conversations, I'll be like, I'll say something about Ireland or something, and then someone's like, no. And then I always have to come with citations in real life. I
Yeah.
have to be like, well, actually, yes, I read this and blah, blah, blah. So that, and then maybe paganism, like Irish paganism, I know a good bit about that. So...
What is that?
Well, it was what Irish people were before Christianity came.
Okay.
So that's kind of where our cures come from, our wart cures.
And a
And
lot
is
of
it-
pagan holidays. Right?
Yeah, Halloween came from Ireland,
Oh, really? Okay.
which the Scottish will fight me on for some reason. But no, it originated in Ireland. And yeah, it was just like their Day of the Dead.
What's the
Interesting.
claim that the Scottish have over Halloween? Like, what's
Well,
their
it's all
argument?
Celtic cultures,
Yeah.
but history says that it did originate in Ireland, and it probably then did spread to Scotland that way. But Scotland and Ireland's history with being like Celts is very similar anyway. A lot of the Irish, they speak there, so they speak Gaelic. Sorry, we speak Irish, but their Gaelic, Scots Gaelic, is kind of like Shakespearean Irish because it didn't get affected by Catholicism, or like it's something like that. They didn't change their words, where we changed our words in Irish to fit like Catholicism. So like they have a different word for like December, where we have a word something to do with like more like Christmassy or whatever.
Right, because they're a Presbyterian, right? Or
There's some Catholics,
Yeah.
but I think they're mainly like Protestant.
Protestant, yeah.
I don't know
yeah.
how to say that word.
Are you guys all done like fighting over that?
Yeah, like no one's being murdered.
Okay, right. There's no more bombing or anything
today.
like going on.
No,
Yeah.
not today. There is a new.
You're cool with like the Northern Irish and stuff. It's all cool.
Yeah, like
Alright.
well, I grew up in the South, so my
Right.
opinion isn't really valid. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't live in the North, so there's no. But there is now maybe an option for the North to join the South, and I think that would maybe potentially
Reignite. Yeah, sure. Some hostilities.
hopefully not, because then the issue up the north was, the Protestants came in, they, let's say, took land that wasn't theirs, it was plantations.
Right.
And so then for hundreds of years, the Catholics, even though they were the minority in that area, and they were treated badly, and you couldn't vote if you didn't have property, but if you had multiple properties, you got multiple votes. So like no matter way, it was just hard. But now everything's fine, and they all, again, I don't live up there, but it seems I've been up a bunch, and everybody seems to get on great. But the issue is then the Protestants will become the minority if they join the South. So it would
Right.
just have to be on any Irish
Interesting.
person to make sure that it's everybody's okay and everybody's happy and everybody's looked after. But
Gotcha.
yeah, so I don't know what the future
Alright.
will be there, but I don't think there'll be any bombs or anything. There might be just some pissed off people, but they still the Protestants still do like this bonfire, which is like crazy, where they burn like Irish flags on it. And this year they burned an immigrant boat on the top of it, and they were basically like, get immigrants out. And there's this great comedian, his name's Peter. I need to know his name before I tell his joke. Peter Flanagan, and I'm pretty sure he talked about this on his Instagram. But it's like he was saying like, you guys came on boats. You came on boats and took the land, and now you're burning a bonfire of immigrants coming on boats. It's
What-
like that you're not originally your people aren't originally.
What do you think about Conor McGregor running for president?
Well, obviously I don't like him.
Oh, why?
Well, he attacked me online.
Oh,
did?
what?
Yeah.
Come
I
on,
got
what
like
happened?
such bad death threats because of it. So I went on Irish morning TV, and I don't realize that apparently I'm very controversial, but I just think these are normal things to talk about. And I said that I had an abortion that I don't regret, and people lost their fucking mind, because I guess I was the first person to ever do that. I'm like Monica from Friends, she's the first woman to talk about period. I was the first woman in Ireland to get
talk
on
about
morning TV
abortion.
and talk about it in not a negative way. And the whole point of talking about it was that I don't regret it. It would never be a regular form of birth control. Everybody who says that has never gone for a fucking abortion. What? It is like it's a bit of a traumatic experience.
I bet.
And it was a 2-week process. I could have changed my mind the whole time, and I was like, nope. And I had to do that because contraception failed me. So like, if we don't have sex education, we don't fix these things. Anyway, I said that, and then he posted my picture and said demonic with a cross, because every time a man gets fucking accused of rape, all of a sudden he's fucking Christian. But anyway, he posted that, but the picture he had of me was me like this. It was a screenshot, and I was like this. And I was like, okay, I look really demonic.
Holy shit.
And so then all of his cronies came after me. One guy publicly commented that he would shoot me and that he would crucify me. And it's like, okay, very not pro-life
It's
of you to
aggressive.
kill me. Also, if you're like claiming to be Christian, I don't think Jesus was like, do the thing to me that I loved having done to me. Like, what? He's not gonna want you to crucify people. That was like the thing. It was a horrible thing he went through.
Yeah.
He's not gonna. You're not gonna go to the pearly gates
Right.
and he's gonna like, oh, I'm so glad you did the thing that was done to me. Like, that's nuts. But yeah, so I don't like that man.
Gotcha.
And then
Okay.
he deleted it like 3 days later, and I was like, oh, you're not even.
Maybe he was
Not
just like
even
on
a
a
man.
bender. You know, he seems like he's partying a lot. He seems like he's really enjoying the wealth he's built, and so he probably was just maybe a little banged up and probably didn't mean what he said. I hope.
I mean, he's done a lot worse than post that about me. He's physically harmed people. So
Well, he's a fighter. I mean, that's the
not
nature
in
of
the
his business.
fights, not in
Oh,
the fights,
okay.
outside of the
Oh,
fights.
outside
But
the
you can
fights.
just Google it later.
I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, we don't.
We'll take a look
He's
at it.
British as a.
He's
ano-
British?
Well, this other comedian. This is not my line. Kyla Cobbler,
Yeah.
and I think Aidan Kelly did bits on it, but she said, "Pass. Conor McGregor's a Brit. Pass it on." So.
Oh, to mess with him.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that
yeah.
probably drove him crazy.
Yeah, I love that you were like, yeah. I'm like, wow, that could really work. That's
Yeah.
so fun.
We're gonna spread it
Yeah,
if that's
spread it.
Yeah.
He like drew something at it like an old man. There's a lot like of like it's like, and then the woman case, which we won't say. I'm scared now. I don't want any more people to death trap me.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So I got a question for you. If you could invite anybody to dinner, live or dead, who would you pick?
Live or dead to? Oh no, alive. Colin Farrell.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
feel like I should have picked a woman.
He
Fuck.
played Alexander the Great. That's why I like him.
And he's hilarious when he talks about it. When he was being interviewed by Graham Norton, he was like, "Oh, people really upset that Alexander the Great had an Irish accent." I just think he's so funny.
Yeah.
He's so sarcastic.
Yeah, he's
and
really
he's sweet.
cool. Yeah,
and he's a good person.
And he's like he's aging like fine wine.
And he's a great representation for young men because he's like cool masculine, you know,
Mhm.
because he's like sweet and cares about people, but he's still masculine. He'd still like pick you up, you know. And he like is a recovered alcoholic and drug user, and
Yeah.
like has a great life and is like really open about his like things he feels he failed at. I'm like, oh my god, this man should like all those people who like listen to Tate need to be put in a room with Colin Farrell. We'd be sorted,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, the funny thing about him is like we went to see the movie Alexander because my dad wanted us to go and see it, right? And it was in theaters, and we're going and watching it. And my dad, he can't watch a whole movie. Like he falls asleep in every single movie. And we were like 10 years old or 11 maybe when the movie came out, and we're watching it. And no one knew that it was like there was a lot of focus on like the gay portion of it. So like we're watching it, and there's like, you know, all these like gay sexual moments with him and Jared Leto, and we're like, me and my brother are just like panicked, like watching the screen and like looking away or whatever, and we're trying to like see our dad and be like, bro, you got to know what's going on over here. And my dad's just like in the movie theater, so it's like traumatizing.
Thank God for your dad being asleep.
Yeah. So he like probably doesn't even know that was in the movie.
Yeah, he's like, that's the best movie I've ever seen.
And now he's gay.
Yeah. Is he?
No.
Oh.
No,
My dad's not.
Are
my
you?
dad's. I'm
He
not.
is.
I'm definitely not. No,
he's married.
Yeah, they accuse me of that all the time.
Oh,
Though.
that's fun.
Yeah, but I'm
That's an
okay with
American
it.
thing.
I mean, that's an everywhere thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do much to fight the allegations.
Yeah,
though,
that's the
so-
best way.
Yeah.
That's the best way. When people fight too hard, I'm like, oh, you are gay.
Yeah, exactly.
How about somebody dead? Who would you want to invite to dinner that's dead?
Dead. I really don't know who's dead. Who's cool in history that was
How about
dead?
some old comedians that you never got to meet?
No. maybe Countess Markovic, because she's kind of controversial, but it'd be interesting to be like, so what's the truth? So she like ran. She was like really influential in the rising in Ireland, but she was like wealthy and then like turned against the wealthy system and was like, actually, I want to help the poor Irish and fight alongside them. And
This was how long ago?
this is like 1916.
Okay.
And
1916.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she was involved in like the women's. So there was like a lot of women who were really involved in the rising who fought, and they were called Cumann na Bán, which is Irish for women's club. But it's pretty cool. So I'd love to be like, what's the what went on there?
Yeah.
What was really wrong?
Why'd you switch sides?
I think like she also like threw a bomb into like a crowded area and like killed innocent people. So people are usually like, that's bad. But then when people are fighting for their rights, you never know. You never know what you do.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't. I'd be the. There was one woman who just went out with the like white flag. I'd be that woman. I'd be like, I'll go out with the white flag. Okay, let's stop now. We've had enough.
Peace.
yeah, I'm done.
That's wild.
I'd probably shoot myself in the foot by accident. I'd throw the bomb in the wrong place.
Yeah, I'd actually like throw the wrong bomb
Yeah,
and have
yeah,
the one
yeah,
that's like.
I'd be so bad in a rising.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. In any war situation, I'm the last person.
I'd be like, I'm leaving the country. You have it. Like, I'm gone. See you later.
I'd be like, if I watched Obama do a drone strike, I'd like accidentally move the joystick or something, and they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. When people die for their country, I feel like the worst Irish person ever because I'm like, no fucking way. I would have been on one of those boats. See you later.
Yeah.
I've been learning French.
Yeah, in the Titanic, I'd find a way to like be one of the women and children.
Yeah, right. You have like a little thing over your little scarf over your head.
Oh no!
Hilarious.
So wait, what's one life hack? And we're being mindful of the time here, but what's one life hack that you have that you think more people should know about? Like you don't want to gatekeep it because it's so valuable.
I guess it's not like physical hack, but I think only having friends that are if you're like happy-go-lucky person, it's better to have friends like that. Because sometimes when you're happy and positive, you'll end up with people who are really negative and they want to suck out your positivity or like haters. If someone's like being unnecessarily like upset about things or dramatic, it's honestly better just to step away. Because it's easy to be like used by people so I think ever since I surrounded myself by people who are also just like trying to do their thing, trying to be successful, happy people, it's just easier and
it rubs off on you.
Yeah, they're all supportive. Whereas when I like, maybe it's like more of a comedy thing, but I don't think so. I'm sure it's like a lot of jobs. But I definitely had people over the years who were just like latching on and using me, but then like putting me down or like, why are you so positive all the time? And it's like, but that's why you're friends with me. And if I'm not, I'll jump off a bridge. Like, what? This is my coping mechanism. But yeah, so I
don't
think
fight my delusion.
Have less friends who are good friends.
Like energy vampires. Get rid of the energy vampires.
Yeah, there's so many fucking energy vampires who will just use you the fuck and not even. But you also have to learn to put in those boundaries. So I think that was the best life lesson.
That's something I struggle with too. Like, is like I give so many chances, right? Like to people, and then they just like at a certain point, it's like there's a pattern here. Like, why are you trying to?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
we're specifically talking about something that happened last night. But it's on our mind, so
it's okay.
But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think, but it's tough, like because you like I'm sure like you want to help people, and so like if one of your friends is down and out, you're trying to help them, but it's like all of a sudden they keep sucking you into this thing. You're like, look, I want to help you, but like if you're not going to take like it's like leading a horse to water, and they're not drinking, and you're just like there's so many times I could just lead you to water if you're not going to drink. I got it. So that is good advice.
Well, also if you try to save people, you're actually enabling them.
Mm-hmm.
Like if someone's like an alcoholic, and which over like the years I've seen people like, oh my god, this is like real alcoholism. But like I had an ex who like I had to break up with because it was like if I stay with him, I'm just enabling him because you're like giving him money, helping him out. It's always yes, I'm sorry, I'm gonna do better. And then I realized, oh no, he has to hit rock bottom, and he can't do that with like a supportive partner. And also, I'll lose all my money.
Right. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they'll drag you down with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
So you gotta.
It's the same thing. Those people kind of airing their negativity with you. It's like, well, I want you to be at my level, so I feel some sort of like justification for my negativity.
Yeah.
Then when they see you like that, it's a threat, right?
Yeah, 100%. And you're like, even sometimes people will be like, how do you have so much in comedy? You're doing so well. And I'm like, I've been working my arse off for over 10 years. I left my family. I haven't been on a sun holiday in like fucking years, by the way. Every time I go away, I'm doing comedy. I do all my clips myself. I do everything. And I'm like, don't compare yourself to me. Because again, it's still a decade and I'm not fucking, I'm living off it, going to places, but I'm not selling out everywhere. It really depends on where I go. And it's because of all the hard work I do. Like
What are some of the things that you had to do when you couldn't make money in comedy? Like, did you wait tables? Did you? Yeah.
Bartended, served, beer sales rep, but I didn't really like beer at the time, so they put on my thing sells beer but drinks tea. That was cute.
That's funny.
So I was like the worst beer sales rep. I babysat and I used to fall asleep while babysitting, which was so bad. It was just so relaxing, like while they were watching cartoons, and then oh my god, that was really bad.
Yeah. I bet you're a good bartender. It seems like Irish people are the best bartenders. Why is that?
I think because we can get away with a lot because of the accent, so you can roast and people are just like, and then we're just good at making drinks, I guess.
She told me to eat shit and die.
And he's like, $50 tip. I made loads of money bartending.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
So what was that kind of pivotal moment for you, like in comedy, where you're like, oh, like this can be a full-time thing for me. Like I'm doing this.
I think, I like actually I got fired for the first time ever, and that was from my bar job because I was taking off so many shifts to go on the road, and I knew the guy for years. He was so nice, but he was like he was like, this has been going on for like a year. He was like, I need to give this other girl the shift, and I had a really like good shift that I would give up to her a lot, and then she wanted 5 shifts and she wanted that shift. But I was kind of like, yeah, that makes sense because so at that time I'd started going on the road and I was like, yeah, I'll just transit now that I don't have the bar job.
So what did you do to kind of dial it up? You were like, now I don't have that source of income, so like I'm gonna crank this lever to speed up the comedy thing more.
Well, I had taped a special, and at the time when I taped a special, I wasn't going on the road. I was just running 15-minute sets in the city. So I was trying to like fake it before you make it. So taped the special, put it on YouTube. Then it did really well. I also at the same time had done a Don't Tell and JFL. So all of those came out in the same year. So it just meant that I grew and I'd been posting on Instagram since like before the pandemic, trying to grow my following. So it was a real slow pyramid, as they say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely those 3 things in combination with growing a bit of a following and an email list and just being like, okay, I'm gonna go reach out to these places, be like, I've this special, I've this many followers in your city, and do one-nighters. And
cool.
That was
awesome. So I think we have time for like one more question, and then
Oh, I should say I hired a friend to pretend to be a manager.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That was really helpful. She
Yeah.
would book comedy shows in the city. And then she pretended to be like an agent or a manager, and she now actually I think does that as a job.
Wow.
But I asked people for emails, and then she would be like, I represent Katie Boyle, and she would book it because they need that. So that is actually my biggest advice to any comedians. If you want to go on the road and you have the hour, get a fake person to book for you. And then I got a manager because I had all these proof of ticket sales.
Okay.
But yeah, you fake it till you make it.
That's
so yeah,
funny.
she was great, and I think she does that as like a job now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it worked out.
That
yeah.
you were able to help each other out, like in that
and
way.
she would just take 10%. And
Very
Yeah,
cool.
and so she would physically go and email them for you,
yeah,
right?
I'd send her the emails. I'd ask people. I'd be like, "Oh, you were in such and such," and then I didn't excel, and then I gave people the excels who needed the emails as well.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
It would
all
be
very
funny if you were like
communist.
It sounds
calling
like she
yourself, you're
just-
like, oh hey, I'm Katie Boyle's manager.
It
What's
sounds like she just was your manager.
yeah. She became a manager then, but then when I got an actual manager, she stopped being my manager.
yeah, that makes sense. They
but
fight
she's-
over.
yeah.
So we're kind of wrapping up on your out time pretty quickly. So why don't you tell the viewers like where they could find you, how they could follow you on social media?
I'm at Katie Boyle Comic on social media and everything, YouTube, all of that. There's 2 specials up there. They can watch for free.
Yeah.
And then what was the other? I'll be at the Gramercy Theatre on the 19th in in New York, Gramercy Theatre, 19th December. So come to that. And yeah, then I've like tour all over the country. So you can www.katieboylecomic.com. You can check that out. But yeah, come.
Can you
Awesome,
give us
cool.
your best Pikachu? Like right now, like 100% Pikachu,
Like-
like channeling your
Like
little
Pika
girl self.
Pikachu.
Yeah, but like belt it out.
Pika Pikachu.
All right, we're out.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks
Thank
again.
you so
Take
much.
care.
Thanks
Thank
a
you.
million.